Good morning and welcome to AM Break with Ann and Audra. I'm Ann Howard.
Audra Pittman. And Ann, it's been a great week. You know why?
Yeah, why?
Because the kids are in West Palm Beach.
Yay!
Yay!
So an entire week by yourself?
Yeah,
with
but the
Sean?
sad part is we don't plan. We should have been overseas, over in Thailand, lounging, but no, we're doing the day-to-day, the usual. Now I'm going to be all sad because
now you get to miss them.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, I don't hear the chirps at 7 in the morning.
Right, and the screaming and the yelling at 8 p.m. at night.
But we did take a trip up to Atlanta real quick, so that's nice.
That's good,
taking a road trip without screaming and watching Shrek for the 50th time, and it's all good.
Right.
So,
that is awesome.
yeah.
So what were they doing in West Palm?
Just with the in-laws, TT, Grammy, everyone. They do more stuff. I just hate to pick them up, and they're like, oh, we're going back home to you guys. You don't take us to Legoland. You don't take us to the park. And
You don't
all
get to
these...
hang out and do anything fun.
No,
Right.
So, but, time well spent.
Well, the last 2 weeks of the summer, Vince is actually going to be in Los Angeles.
What?
With his Aunt Debbie.
Wow.
And his Uncle Sean.
That's awesome.
And Uncle Sean's family has ties to the theater and acting. As a matter of fact, his stepfather is Maxwell Caulfield, who was Michael in Grease 2, the British guy. That's his stepfather.
Oh, that's crazy.
Sean's mother is I cannot think of her name right now. She was the witch on that funny soap opera called Passions with the little person.
Stop it. Are you kidding me?
And I cannot think of her name right now.
We gotta look
escapes
this up.
me. So I'll have to next week we'll have to talk about that again once I remember.
Okay.
I cannot believe I'm drawing a blank on her name. She's hilarious.
So Vince is just gonna have a ball.
He's gonna have a ball. He's gonna go do some acting stuff and check out Los Angeles, and he'll be there for a couple weeks. And actually, Bob and I talked about how we were gonna get him there and get him back.
Oh yeah. How does that? Do you go with, or you have that unaccompanied child deal?
We really, really stressed about that just because the world is the way that it is.
Oh gosh, yeah.
And so basically, he's going to fly out with his aunt, and then Bob's going to fly out to pick him up and bring him back.
Does Bob get to hang out in LA a little bit?
He's going to be there for a weekend. Just a little
that's
weekend
good.
before school starts back up.
Nice trip.
Long conversation
Gosh,
about
Vince, you're living the life.
I know.
Good stuff.
Kids are throwing down. Visits to West Palm, visits to Los Angeles.
Just traveling.
I know.
Getting points.
Well,
miles.
Good for that. So on the show this week, we're going to talk about Sonny's renovation. We're going to talk to some top singles. We're going to talk to the tax collector Doris Malloy about a new title besides tax collector, something a little bit
taking
more
the
friendly.
money.
Just kidding. We're just taking the money. Just kidding. We're going to talk about some different licensing options that they have in the office now.
Okay.
A lot on the show, so stay with us. We'll be right back.
Wheezy's Cottage and Home. There's so much here for your home, you may never want to leave. Wheezy's Cottage and Home in the Market District, next to Narcissus. Hey, where did Ann and Audra go?
Good morning and welcome back to AM Break with Ann and Audra. We have a special guest with us today, and it's funny because I'm introducing her as she's the woman taking your money, but that's not the proper introduction. So welcome, Doris Malloy.
Thank you very much.
Leon County tax collector, and actually, so I do the same thing. And she and I have joked for years that we need to come up with a nicer, more fun name.
Woman repurposing money to make things better in your...
Or just Queen of the Land, whatever, but something a little bit more fun than tax collector because it's got such a...
It's really funny when you're sitting in church and they start off with, the tax collector and it was this evil and bad, and you're sitting there going oh, okay.
Great, and that's you now. And you've got something very special going on and different at the tax collector's office. You're doing another type of licensing.
Well, yes. Actually, it started in February, and this is working with the Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services.
Sure.
Commissioner Putnam thought it would be great to expand the services of his offices to tax collectors. And of course, we were so eager to help out. We now accept applications for concealed weapons.
Right.
And so now customers can come into our office and submit their initial application, get the fingerprints, pay the fee, and so forth, and we transmit all of that to the Department of Consumer Services.
Right, and so the official decision isn't done by your office, but you're just a conduit to
Exactly.
gather the applications.
And that's
for.
very important. They still maintain all of the authority and so forth. We're just a recipient and initial processor of the application.
Right, and why is that so important to have the tax collectors helping to get this done?
Well, it's all about customer service. That's the one thing that tax collectors, kind of pride themselves on, is being able to be there for the customer. And so this is just another example of the customer service of our office, and trying to make it more convenient for individuals to have access to places to come in, to have services provided.
We're talking about convenience. I was telling her, oh, your new office, and you're telling me you've been in that new building for 4 years
4
now.
years.
That means I've
4
been here a very
years.
long time, because I remember getting my license, renewing,
Right.
and over in the plaza. But now where are you located
Yes,
for the people at home
yes.
to show how convenient it is?
1276 Metropolitan Boulevard.
And that's right off of Thomas.
That's right off of
I-10.
Thomasville Road, and that's one of 5 locations.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, so we're strategically placed throughout the city. We have an office on the south side, on South Monroe, down past the fairgrounds, and it's a full-service center. We have one on Bluntstown Highway, one of the oldest ones that we've had,
Right, wow.
on the west side of town. And then with Lake Jackson, that's in the town center. That's one that serves the northwest, again, side of town. And then the Cross Creek office is one near Capitol Circle and Appalachia Parkway.
Way out that way, sure.
There you go.
Everyone's
Yes.
covered, so you don't have to travel too far. So in the past, you all used to not do, speaking of customer service, in the past you took over helping anyways with driver licenses and car registrations as well. But car registrations made sense. Driver's licenses was something you added for convenience reasons.
Well, it's a statewide effort was to do all of the driver license services. So Leon County really has been doing driver's licenses since 1998, I believe. And but other tax collectors, for whatever reasons, did not do driver's license. So it was a statewide effort to just bring all tax collectors on board to do driver's licenses. So now
just
we're
makes sense.
all
Yeah.
doing driver's license, and that was quite an experience with the new laws that came out
Right.
as
Real
it
ID Act.
related to the Real ID Act.
I remember
But
that.
I think citizens now understand, in light of what's going on in the world today, the tragedies and so forth, it makes sense to really document who is coming into your offices and applying for a driver's license.
And now other things like concealed weapons licenses. Speaking of concealed weapons licenses, how are the applications going since February?
They're going great. There is the department also has an office here in Leon County, but we're on the north side, and
Right.
they're down at Southwood in the south side. So customers have that choice of where to go. We just wanted to reach out and say, hey, here's another convenient location for you. It's going quite well. We do by appointment. We started off doing by appointment. Now we've opened it up to just walk-ins as well.
Sure.
So anyone interested and have their credentials, they have to take the training course for the firearms. And meet other criteria that's on the website of Commissioner Putnam. But they come in and we process them, do their fingerprints, collect their fee, and send it on to the department. So
And
it's real simple.
Do you ever hear people complimenting your office for taking on this extra convenience for them?
Well, definitely the ones that interested in acquiring a concealed weapon permit, they love it. Yes.
Awesome. Anything else we need to know about the tax collector's office?
Well, we're here for the customer. We make it as convenient as possible. And I always encourage anyone that if you have any concern, comment, just call me directly. I'm always accessible.
All right, wonderful. All right, we've got a little bit more on the show. We thank you so much for being here. We
you.
appreciate it. Stay with us.
Come celebrate National Barbecue Month with all-you-can-eat St. Louis ribs at Sonny's Barbecue. An endless helping of sweet and smoky or dry rub ribs for just $14.99 for a limited time. Sonny's Barbecue, local pit masters since '68.
Welcome back to AM Break with Ann and Audra, and we're talking about something yummy.
Food. Gosh, I feel like I need food right now. Like I need
I can always
Sunnies for breakfast. We
Sunnies
can do it.
for
We can
breakfast.
make it happen.
And we're speaking about Sunnies actually.
Oh, what's happening?
We're talking about their newly remodeled location.
Yay!
Do you remember we had Brooke on the show and she said
She
they
should
were
tell us.
remodeling which location?
North Monroe.
That's right. So let's go ahead and take a look at their new look.
Well, on behalf of the Tallahassee Chamber of Commerce and its 1,400 plus members, we want to congratulate you on the renewal and the growth of Sunny's and this landmark business to be here, because we know the local community is so pleased with what you've done, how you give back, and how you participate in everything the Chamber of Commerce does. Congratulations so much on behalf of the Chamber.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. All right, we're here with Ambassador Lou Wilson of the Chamber, the Tallahassee Chamber. Tell me what it's like to have a long-established business like Sunny's make the investment in this community, and what a wonderful job to revamp, a legendary establishment here.
Well, the key is the long-term
Yes.
folks that are here. They're here to serve the community. They're help to support the community. They support the Chamber of Commerce. They give back to the community tenfold. And that's what local business is all about. And to have them to be able to renovate and give themselves a renewal and regrowth in the community just makes that much more service in the community. And everybody's just going to love to eat here because everybody knows who Sunny's is. I moved here in 1986.
Okay.
And the beautiful thing about that is when I asked when I first got here, what was a great place to get barbecue? It was Sunny's.
Sunny's.
When you ask somebody today, where's a great place to get barbecue? They say Sunny's.
I'm here with State Representative Alan Williams. What's really important is today we're here at Sunny's revamped, remodeled. As a kid growing up in Tallahassee, I was born here. I was raised on Sunny's. When Mom didn't want to cook Sunday dinner, we went to Sunny's and picked up, some chicken and some pulled pork
And some ribs.
and some ribs, and then some sides. But that's what it was about. And so to have Sunny's, at least out here, which is part of my district, my legislative district, to be revamped and remodeled is great for everybody who comes here, especially folks on the interstate who drop off, want some real good barbecue, they can come right here. But I'm excited to be here, help the Tallahassee Chamber of Commerce cut the ribbon and be a part of what is going to be a new day for Sunny's here in Leon County.
with Brooke, one of the marketing directors at Sonny's. Tell me, how's the grand opening going so far? I'm having a great time.
I'm glad you are. It's a little bit stressful, but it's going well. We've got cake, ribs, egg rolls, prize wheel. We've had a pretty good turnout. We've had a lot of good friends who's come.
When we pulled up like 30 minutes before y'all were opening, the parking lot was still roped off with wet paint out there, but it looks like you got it opened in time.
Yes, they did. That was a little bit of a stressor for us, but they got it, so thank God. And there was a few other things that are still coming together. We're working on it. We're still moving. We're work in progress.
Well, we really do appreciate Sonny's. We've enjoyed having you at Florida State football. Y'all are going to be back this next year, right?
Yes, we'll be back. We do football and baseball.
Wow.
So, yeah, keeps us busy.
Well, good luck. I know you're going to have a sold-out dining room tonight. The people are already piling in for lunch.
Yeah.
So good luck and congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thanks for coming out.
We are here at the grand reopening of the original Sonny's in Tallahassee, and I'm fortunate enough to finally meet Sonny himself, the man, the founder, the originator. I know it would probably take a long time to go into all the details, but how did all this get started a lot of years ago?
Well, I had a big family, and I was just trying to make a living. I'd done a little house painting, a little sheetrock work and stuff, and I got involved with my cousin in the restaurant business and liked it better than anything I'd ever done. So,
and it seems to have caught on.
Oh, yeah, it's been great. We started our first store in Gainesville in 1968, which is a long time ago. Of course, Hal was one of our earlier franchisees up here.
We saw him at the ribbon cutting.
Right. Well, he's great. He does a good job. We've always been well pleased with how he represented us in Tallahassee. Sometimes it's hard to represent a Gator in Seminole
in Seminole territory, right? Well, I think you're one of the few businesses that has made it with fans on both sides of the aisle.
Well, people know us. We enjoy what we do.
What makes your barbecue so good?
Well, for one thing, we buy good products. We cook them right, and we sell them at a decent price, and we try to treat people right. You know, I mean, we like to get them when they're 5 or 6 years old, and then we got them for 50 or 60 years, you know.
Me and my dad used to come here when I was a little kid, and now it's progressed up. So that's the secret.
Right.
It looks pretty awesome. We drove up. The outside was redone. It's pretty cool. We like it a lot.
What do you think?
Oh, it's awesome, man. It's beautiful.
We just old hometown folks, and we believe that if you treat people right, they'll come back and see you.
That was exciting. That was fun. What a beautiful place. What do you think?
I love it so much. I got to meet Sonny's too.
Yeah,
I mean, I did not expect to meet Sonny's at Sonny's. This is a childhood dream come true. I mean, the mac and cheese itself. I'll follow him. Is it a tour? Can I follow him? Can I just from Sonny's to Sonny's? But
what a job to have, just to go around and open your own stores all around the country. You know.
That's life goals right there.
Yeah.
But I see we have something funny right here, and I really want to try it out.
Let's spin the wheel. See what we got here. Roll it. Let it go. The winner is commercial break.
Oh.
Let's hear from our friends at Kraft Nissan.
So thank you to John Summers for the very hard
work that the sacrifice he made
going to
to
Sonny's.
go get some good food.
We thank you so much. We know it was a sacrifice, John, and that you suffered so much.
Yes.
Eating all that delicious, yummy Sonny's food. I wish I could have gone. But anyways, we've got a little bit more left on the show. When we come back, stay with us.
Every morning the sun rises in our fair city. A while later, Chris, the late riser, wakens for a day of work and involvement in FSU and community, serving Tallahassee as he has for years. Across town, Brother Peter, the early riser, has already turned on the lights, checked itineraries, and game planned with loyal employees who've been showing up every day for decades. And as the day rolls into business mode, the brothers orchestrate what has come to be recognized as Tallahassee's premier auto dealership, your car dealer, Kraft Nissan.
Welcome back to AM Break. Joining me right now, we've kicked Audra off the set to make room for our top singles. Yay! Welcome to the show. Congratulations on being selected for the honor. It is a big deal. Let me go ahead and start with you and have each of you introduce yourselves.
I'm Ron McCoy.
I'm Meyer Klepetsky.
I'm Derek Hart.
All right, so I'm going to have you spell her last name. First test. I'm kidding. I'm joking. We won't do that to you. Let's start with which charities you selected. What's your charity?
Big Brother, Big Sister.
All right, so that was actually my charity last year, so yay.
Awesome.
I loved it. I had a great time there. It's a great organization.
Absolutely.
And yours?
And I'm doing Refuge House. So
awesome.
Yeah, great organization.
That helps protect women.
Absolutely,
yep. I love it.
I'm doing Children's Home Society.
Great. Alan Williams does a lot with them.
Yep.
I know that. And so he's a board member. And so, yeah, great charities, local. We love that.
Absolutely.
So tell me how you were selected and or applied to be a top single.
I got a call from Mackenzie Burley.
Uh-huh.
Well, she's married now.
Lobeck. Mhm.
Lobeck. And she just said, Ron, we'd like to nominate you, I
Perfect,
guess,
yeah.
for the top single. And I said, well, sure, because I knew I had a really good charity that I would want to support. I've been a Big Brother for over 20 years.
That's what I heard, that you have been a Big Brother for
Absolutely.
a very long time.
It's an awesome organization, and it's just incredible to watch them grow and become young men.
Well, let's do this, because one of the things that I know Big Brothers Big Sisters is really, really working hard to get done is more Big Brothers. So
Yes.
for every one
Yes.
big brother they have what, 5 big sisters?
Absolutely.
It's a complete massive
Yes.
discrepancy.
Yes,
Let's
that's
talk
true.
a little bit more about what Big Brothers Big Sisters does and why men are so important in this organization.
Well, these kids sometimes don't have fathers in the home, or if the father is involved, they're more distant.
Sure.
So just a man to come in and be a mentor, to just talk to them about how to be a responsible person,
Sure.
in particular, a man. Just to give them the guidance and the advice on how to, stay in school, how to dress, how to speak, and just be a good person.
Right. And how many hours do you think you give to your charity every week?
It varies,
Right.
3 to 4.
Mhm.
Sometimes maybe not that much because we get busy.
Right.
And they
Sure.
understand that.
Right. Okay, great.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go in different order instead
Okay.
of giving all of you the chance to think of your answer. Tell me about your charity and why, or tell me how you were selected for this.
I was selected. I own the Fox and Stag and Fire Betties, and
Nice.
we're one of the sponsors for the event this year.
Great.
And our publicist came to me, and she had said I was nominated, and I was excited to do it.
Awesome. And again, so tell me a little bit more about your charity and why you
So
selected them.
I'm working with Children's Home Society. The reason I selected them as my charity is because I am in the process of adoption myself.
Wonderful. That is amazing. And when did the process start and how long does that normally take?
I
Without
started-
giving too many personal details.
Yeah, no, I made the decision years ago that when I turned 40, that was what I was going to do, and so that's what I did. So I started the process in probably around October of last year. I just completed my home study, and so now I'm in the selection matching process.
That is amazing. Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right.
Fantastic.
And so let's talk a little bit more about how you got selected and your
Sure.
charity.
Yeah, actually, it was one of my coworkers, so somebody at work, and the physician I work with, Dr. Mark and Gleice, they kind of got together and they were like, we're going to definitely nominate her. So they nominated me. It was a little bit of a surprise. I didn't think it was actually going to happen, and it worked out. Yeah, it's been fun, and I've been looking for somebody to volunteer for, and Refuge House was somebody I was just starting to volunteer for. So after I got nominated, I went ahead and decided to make them my charity for this event. So it's been really exciting just being able to support the women and children in this community and 8 surrounding counties that are going through anything from domestic violence to sexual assault. To even sex trafficking, which actually does happen in this area.
Sure.
And then Refuge House also works really closely with our local hospitals. They have a rape crisis center right behind TMH. So that's just, I think, wonderful ways that they're helping our community. So.
Right. If Big Brothers Big Sisters wasn't my charity last year, I would have gone with Refuge House.
Yeah.
So I agree.
They're
So
great.
let's talk a little bit more about some of the things you're doing to raise money. We'll start with you.
Okay, yeah, I have a couple charities coming up, or
Events.
fundraising events coming up. The first one's going to be, actually...
You can take a look at your
let me
notes. Let's
take a
make sure we
peek.
get this perfect.
Yes.
Get as many
So-
people there as possible.
It's going to be July 7th from 6 to 8. It's called Mixing Drinks for Charity. We're going to do it at Madison Social. So basically all the tips go to the event, and anybody who donates anything more than $50 for a tip gets put in a raffle for anything from Botox to laser hair removal.
Nice. You've got to love that. And actually, explain where you work.
And yes, I work at Dermatology Associates,
Sure,
so I'm a PA there. And I do some of the cosmetics there. So we're trying to kind of get people excited about donating money by coming and knowing that those are the raffles that are available.
And those are fun.
Yes, definitely fun. And then the other event I'm doing, it's going to be Friday, July 15th from 5:30 to 8:30. And that's going to be at the Doubletree, and it's a summer soiree for a cause. And it's just come wear white for women. It's a ticketed event. and it's going to include drinks, live music by the Flip Flop Boys. So, and it's out in the pool area, so it
Wonderful.
should be really nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
And can we find
I'm really
information
excited
about your
that.
events on Facebook?
Yes, they're both on Facebook. Mixing Drinks for Charity, that's the title, and then Summer Soiree for a Cause, that's the title, and it's also on Eventbrite.com. So it'd be Summer Soiree Tallahassee at Eventbrite.
All right, awesome.
Yes.
Let's talk about your events coming up.
So we're doing the group fundraiser for the Whole Top Singles event at the Fox and Stag and Fire Betty's.
Very fun.
And that is on Thursday, July 7th from 6 to 9 p.m.
Great.
It's $20 and you get 2 drinks with that. We're giving you a bag of tokens. There's going to be live music.
Awesome.
And that's for the whole
all the
group.
top singles,
Yeah, all
sure.
the top
Mhm.
singles. And then I'm doing, for my fundraiser, I'm doing a karaoke competition at Fire Betty's. And it's going to be group karaoke, so it'll be a lot of fun. And that's July 16th.
Okay.
And then on July 28th, we're doing a Don Julio tequila competition, and we're doing a raffle for Children's Home Society at that event as well, and that's at 6 p.m. And those
Perfect.
are all hosted at Fire Betty's.
All right, great.
Wow.
Awesome. And
Well, I am actually meeting with Jenny Booth at
Right.
Big Brother Big Sister today, as a matter of fact, to finalize my plans.
okay, and then what you do, just contact us and we'll help you promote them.
It'll be on Big Brother Big Sister website.
All right, perfect. So let me know how I can help with that too. I would love to. So if you guys need any help with anything, just let us know. Again, congratulations for being selected. I hope you guys raise a lot of money. And if you don't outraise last year's class, don't feel too bad. Don't feel too bad. Actually, I think you will.
It's all for the fun.
It's all for fun. It's like a second job, though, honestly.
Yeah.
I got it. But you're gonna love it.
Okay.
Again, congratulations. Thanks for being on the show. We've got a little bit more. Stay with us.
Thank you.
Text with K, text with K, yeah, yeah. Don't text while driving. Please don't text while driving. For safety we are striving. Please don't text while driving. Don't text and drive. Don't text and drive. If you wanna stay alive, please don't text and drive. Please don't text while driving. Don't text while driving. For safety we are striving. Please don't text while driving.
Welcome back to the last block of AM Break. And
Yes.
like we did last week, we're going to close out with something adorable.
Dancers.
And this time they're from Madison County.
Okay.
This is from Becky's school. They are amazing and adorable. So take a look at them. We're going to close out the show with this. Thank you so much for joining us.